Hello and welcome back to Get Great at Maths. I'm here to help you pass your maths exam, so hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to look at keywords, key formulas and how to gain top marks. So let's get ready to get great at maths. In this question we're multiplying 1 1/4 times by 39. The answer needs to go in the box here and this will give you 1 mark in the exam. So your key facts, you need to convert the whole number into a fraction. So the whole number here, 39, needs to be converted into a fraction before we can multiply. Now remember, to convert any number into a fraction, if you divide it by 1, it will become a fraction. So 10 divided by 1 is 10. It's the same number, but if you put it over 1, it doesn't change the number, but it just makes it a fraction. Then we're going to convert the mixed fraction into an improper fraction. So you're going to convert this so it becomes a top-heavy fraction or improper fraction. Then the number at the top is your numerator, so you need to multiply your numerators together. And that's the number that comes on the top. And then if you multiply your denominator, which are the numbers underneath, if you multiply those together, that becomes the number underneath. Then you need to cancel your fraction if it will, and convert it back into a mixed fraction because the question starts in mixed fractions, so the answer is good to have in the same form as the question. Press pause, get yourself a pen and paper, work out the answer, and then press play when you're ready to hear the answer. Fantastic, so hopefully you've managed to come up with an answer to this. So we're going to start off by writing our 39 over 1 because 39 divided by 1 is still 39. Next, we're going to convert this to a top-heavy fraction or an improper fraction. So in 1 whole 1, you have got 4 quarters. So 1 whole 1 is 4 quarters plus the extra quarter. 4 plus 1 is 5, so that is the same as 5 over 4. We're going to times it by this 39 over 1. Now we need to multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. Now 5 times 39 is quite tricky, but 4 times 1 is nice and easy as 4. So to do 5 times 39, we can set it out in column method by doing 5 times 9 is 45. So we carry the 4 tens and the 5 goes underneath. You could carry underneath if you prefer. It doesn't matter whether you carry above or below, you get the same answer. Then we've got 3 times 5 is 15. Add on this extra 4 takes you to 19. So we've got 195. Now you can do it in your head. Timesing by 5 is the same as multiplying by 10 and dividing because 10 divided by 2 is 5, so it gives you the same result. So to multiply 39 by 10, you just move the digits one place to the left or add a 0, which becomes 390. Then you've got to divide 390 by 2, which is the same as halving it. A half of 300 is 150. A half of 90 is 45. 150 plus 45 gives you the 195, so you can do it in your head. So multiplying these top numbers gives me 195. The denominators, 4 times 1 is just 4. Now, if you wrote that down in the box here, that would give you the mark in the exam. I'm just going to show you how to convert this back into a mixed fraction. So to make it back into a mixed fraction, we need to say how many times does 4 go into 195. So a lot of people won't know that off the top of their head, and it would take a long time to work it out by counting up in 4s. So we can do a division on it because this fraction line here means divide. So I'm going to divide 195 by 4. Now 4 doesn't go into 1, so we put a 0 at the top, and how many is left over is 1. It's the same as this first number here. I'm now looking at 4 into 19. 4 into 19 goes 4 because 4 times 4 is 16. To get to 19, you've got 3 remainder. So 16, 17, 18, 19, that's 3. So we carry a little 3. Now I've got 4 into 35. So you should know that 4 times 8 is 32. And to get to 35, you've got to count on 33, 34, 35. Again, it's 3. So we've got a remainder of 3. Now, if we were going to work in decimals, we write the little 3 here, put a decimal point in place, put a 0, and you can carry on working it out in terms of decimal. But we're working in terms of fractions here. So I'm not going to go any further. I just know there's a remainder of 3. Sometimes you might see it written as R3 for a remainder 3. So that means I have got 48 whole ones. So that's the number that goes at the front, 48. And there are 3 remainder. So that is 48 whole ones, which is the number at the top. The remainder is 3, so that's 3 out of the 4 because the denominator stays the same. The answer needs to get written in the box as 48 3/4. Give yourself a big tick if you got that correct. Well done. Tricky question. Make sure you know how to multiply your fractions when you have got large numbers. The mark scheme on this question shows the answer is 48 3/4 or 195/4 for 1m, which is 1 method mark. If you'd have written your answer as a decimal, so 48.75, that is allowed, but you're not allowed to round your answer or truncate the answer. So rounding, if you wrote 48.8, that is not allowed for rounding, and if you got rid of the 5 off the end and truncated your answer to get 48.7, that is not allowed. So you must write it out in full and in exact form. If you found this video useful, please share, like and subscribe so we can all get great at maths. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Please follow Get Great at Maths on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and X. What do you want to see next on Get Great at Maths? Please comment below. See you next time.